What's up, guys? Today, I'm just gonna go on a rant. I cannot fucking stand my roommate. I've been living in this place for about 4 months, and yeah, got a roommate so that I can have a nice place in this expensive city, and trying to adjust that there. Yeah, whatever. Well, anyway, um, he was just a rando from Craigslist, and I'd applied for so many apartments, and just nothing would ever happen with him. Like, I'd never get anything. So I find this guy. He's a grad student, and he told me he was like in his late 30s. He was a non-traditional student. Well, come to find out, and this is really creepy, come to find out he's like 49. And I mean, I don't know that I would have moved in with somebody that old, but like, why would you lie to me about your age? Like, I'm extremely creeped out by that. I haven't confronted him, but it's weird. There's some stuff. We haven't had any major incidents. It's just like little stuff, and I don't know. Like, he brings random people over, and he tries to hide them from me. Like, I literally caught him sneaking this person out of his bedroom yesterday. Had him, like, sunglasses on in the house, like, hood pulled up over his head. He, like, snuck him into the garage. And then I kept hearing him talk to this guy, and he's like, hey, you want to make a quick $20? I have no idea what the fuck they're into, and I don't want to know. So, dealing with that. And then there's this kid that comes over. And he, like, even starts talking to me about this kid. I have no idea who the fuck this kid is, where he came from, like, why he's here. I don't know. He's in high school, I know that, but I don't know. Well, so there's some stuff about my roommate is absolutely driving me insane. Let's start with number one. He insists on leaving his door open at all times. Now, when he's not there, he uses a shoe, he props it pretty well full open. Okay, whatever, I don't care, he's not there. But when he's there, he closes the door, except he has the shoe propping it open, so it's open a few inches. This wouldn't be such a problem if he wasn't so damn loud and just annoying. So he snores, like, really bad, like, really, really bad. Like, on the other side of the house, with my door closed, I can hear him snoring in my bedroom. He also has a home phone, which I don't understand at all. Why do you have a cell phone and a home phone? But he has a home phone, and it has the most annoying fucking ringtone ever. And people call him on this home phone. And then I hear his conversations because he's so fucking loud. And it's just the most inanely stupid conversations. There are no point to it. Just like, oh, how are you? How's this person? And he just, like, asks these questions in such rapid succession that whoever's on the other side of the phone has no way of even answering them. Another thing that he's been doing is he sleeps all the time. Like, I don't know what is wrong with him. I don't know. Basically, the dude that lived there before me was from the Middle East, and he never changed his sleep schedule. So he stayed up all night and he slept all day. And Bill, my roommate, he was like, I really want somebody to move in that's going to be more on my sleep schedule. I was like, okay, I work 9 to 5, like, Bill's a grad student, like, I'm going to be more on that level. But the thing is, nobody is on Bill's sleep schedule, because this is how it happens every day. All right. I wake up at 7:30 for work. He's already awake. All right. He's still there when I leave. Now, I'll come home from my break at between 1 and 2 p.m. and he's fucking asleep in his room with the door open, of course, so I can't make any noise. Then I come home from work at 5, and he's asleep. He'll wake up sometime between like 7 and 10, make a bunch of noise, and he'll make dinner. And then throughout the night, he'll repeatedly go into the kitchen. But, like, then he goes to sleep at like 11 and sleeps, I don't know, all fucking night. Like, this guy sleeps like 15 or 20 hours a day. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know how he even goes to class. He does leave. That's the thing. He does leave the apartment. But when he leaves, it's for a very short time. I don't know where he goes. But he'll, like, literally leave the garage. And within 10 minutes, he's back. That's, like, the longest he ever leaves the house. So, not only is he loud and annoying and obnoxious, but, I don't get any time away from him because he's always there. Not to mention, whatever he is typing in his bedroom, this dude actually uses a typewriter. And just, oh my god, like, I can't explain it. Anyway, I haven't had as much problem lately because now that it's on average 10 to 20 degrees outside during the day, he's actually decided that he's going to turn on the heat. But before that, I was freezing to death. And when I moved in August, I was absolutely freezing to death because he would turn the thermostat on like 65, and I would be absolutely freezing and wearing a jacket in the house. And I was pissed because I have to pay half the electric bill. Like, that is completely unreasonable that you have it that cold. I mean, he left for a week one time to go do something, and I just turned the air conditioning off for the entire week. Just open the doors and windows. That was totally fine. I think it's very wasteful, and I resent it because I have to pay half the bill. And then there's the light in the living room. This is something that just, I don't even know if he's doing it on purpose or if he's just stupid. Like, so there's this light that is the main kitchen / dining room / living room light, okay? Everything else is like either attached to the stove or it's a lamp or something like that. We have this one light, and as soon as I go in the kitchen and turn it out, I'll close my door and I'll hear him walk in there immediately, and he turns it back on. And we've been having this fight for 4 months now. Turn the goddamn light off. You're not in the kitchen. You don't need it. So we've been having this fight. Well, then he started turning it off and leaving it off, but then he turned the overhead light on the ceiling fan in the living room on. Like, no. You're asleep. You're in your room for hours. You don't need the living room light on. Why? So, anyway, I turned the damn ceiling fan light off, and after maybe like 1 or 2 times of me doing that, he instead lit this little like Tiffany lamp kind of thing, I don't know, that he's got out there. And I'm like, okay, fine. At least that's a smaller light. I can deal with that. But then we went back to, now he has that lamp on all the time. But we're also fighting over the big living room lamp, overhead light again. Like, I don't understand this. Like, turn the fucking light off. He always has the lights on in his room. He sleeps with the light on, like the overhead light. He leaves the damn light on there. He'll leave the light on in the garage. I can't get him to shut the garage door. And there's other, like, stupid things. Like, to get into our house, you walk into the garage, and then there's, like, the door that goes into the house from the garage. There's a screen door, and there's the regular door. Well, the screen door it, like, opens, and it tries to shut all the time, so it's always leaning against you, and it just slams shut. There, of course, is an adjustment on there where you can just leave it open all the time. There is absolutely no reason that we cannot do that. And every time I walk through there, I adjust that thing to keep it open. And every time I come out, it's back to closed. Leave the damn thing open. I don't want it touching me. There's no reason that I have to deal with the damn thing. Leave it alone. He brings creepy people over the time. People will smoke in the apartment. Like, who does that? He doesn't smoke, but he'll bring people over that smoke, and the whole house, like, I can't even breathe. Oh God. He's not really the best at cleaning. He's not the most disgusting roommate ever, but he's not really the best. And you're just the most awkward person ever. I don't know what this guy's story is, but I mean, got one of my employees that thinks he's a pedophile, and I actually call him Frodo or Bilbo because he looks like a hobbit. Actually, kind of looks like a cross between a hobbit and Gollum, like something like that, or a troll maybe, something like that. Anyway, and part of the thermostat thing is he's like obese, not like severely obese, but he's a pretty big guy. So I guess that's why he's hot all the time, doesn't feel cold in the winter and stuff. Well, I'm sorry that I'm normal size, but 65 degrees or having the air conditioning on in November, that's not okay. And I have to pay the electric for it. It's just, I can't fucking stand this. Basically, as soon as I get my situation figured out as far as work, I'm moving out. Like, and that just gives me even more motivation to do it because I can't fucking stand this guy. I think I've been a pretty good roommate. I've stayed to myself pretty much, and I've always had my rent and utilities in on time, so just whatever. I'm getting the fuck out. I didn't even think about it until after I moved in, but somebody's like, "Oh, I can't believe you just live with some rando off Craigslist," and I didn't think about it. Like, a lot of times I've lived with random people, so I guess it's something I'm going to have to remember when I get my next place, because I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to have a one-bedroom if I move to Columbus, because it's expensive up there. It's like, I don't know, $900 or $1,100 for a one-bedroom apartment, not including utilities. So I don't know if I can afford it. I'm probably going to have a roommate again, but maybe I can find somebody I know rather than just some random weirdo. And until then, I'm just going to keep locking my bedroom doors.